We're here with art director Luke Whitelock. As an art director and as part of the art department, Luke has had a hand in some of the biggest box office films in recent years, including Maleficent, Mistress of Evil, Avengers Endgame and Aladdin. Do you please explain to us what exactly the role of an art director is in creating a film and what some of the other jobs in the art department are?
Art directors are hired a little further into pre-production, and they basically will then work with the designer to flesh out the ideas. Actually, funny enough, I was in Durham for Avengers Endgame. When I was there, I took a lot of photos of the cathedral, and we sort of used some of those elements in the sort of the organ loft and things like that we used in Maleficent.
What do the early stages of a career in Hollywood art departments look like?
Regardless of your qualifications or background, you generally start at the bottom. I'd be running around the studio all day delivering drawings to different departments. That's a great thing about when you start out, because you do get to see every department. And if you're lucky enough to work on the bigger features, you know, you can end up in special effects or creature effects or something like that. And you get to see the whole gamut of what goes on behind the scenes. And it's really exciting, actually. It's really good fun.
For Guardians of the Galaxy, which part of the set were you responsible for?
So on Guardians, I worked with an art director. I think I was a draftsman on that. At the time, Guardians felt so fresh and different. Reading the script, I was like, it's a talking tree and a raccoon, and I was like, what is this? You know, it's sort of like, and everyone in the art department was the same. They were like, what is this? It's going to be awful, you know. And but then when we saw visual effects put together a reel of how Rocket and Groot were going to interact, and when we first saw that, everyone just was like, wow, this is going to be amazing.
As a student leaving university, what piece of advice do you wish you had had starting out in your career?
As a piece of advice, just keep going. Don't give up, because eventually you'll phone the right person, and I can guarantee you there'll be the person who has been phoning around all morning trying to find someone who's free and is having a nightmare because they can't find anyone, and you'll phone them right at the right minute and they'll be like, ah, yes. So it does happen. It doesn't, you know, don't want to make it sound like too Hollywood, you know, like Hollywood ending, but that does happen. Email me CVs and things, or portfolios. I always give feedback on things. I'm always open and happy to chat to people via my Instagram page. So as a point of contact in the film industry, I'm always open to helping people get in and pass their CVs on and all the rest of it. So yeah, no worries. But thanks for the chat. It was good.